Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the Josh and Artemis Show.
Yeah, welcome back, guys. Nice to see you here again. We're going to talk about Benjamin Netanyahu today. Came out with some very interesting quotes the other day, which have kind of went under the radar a little bit, but ties into what we were talking about on the show on the weekend with the digital ID, social media, control, all the good stuff, effectively.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll share our screen and get into his comments because they're pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm.
That's for sure. So Artemis has the screen up. Good. So this is Benjamin Netanyahu. So this was from a couple of days ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he's basically talking about how warfare has changed and the weapons to fight in wars have changed. And he talks about how the plan is to use social media influencers to basically push out his message and what he wants to promote. So it's interesting. It's kind of stuff we already knew, to be fair anyway. We all kind of know that governments, countries all use social media to promote a narrative, promote a story, and to manipulate things for their own gain. So it's
nothing, not even just social media. You can go as far as like movies, television, and like in the mainstream media over decades.
Yeah, so all of these countries, not just Israel, but of course the United States, UK, Canada, you can name any country, they all do this. But it's interesting to hear a prime minister come out and say this in the media, that this is what they're actively trying to do. So it's interesting quote. So we'll bring up the clip here. We'll play it and then we'll react to it and have a little discussion as usual.
Christian influencers. Okay. You said we talked about the woke right, and you said I call it the woke Reich. That's a brilliant observation. The woke right, because these people, they're not any different from the woke left. I mean, they're insane. They're movies, but they're actually meeting on some of the things. And what we have to do is we have to secure that part of the base of our support in the United States. That is being challenged systematically. A lot of this is done with money of NGOs, vast, money of governments, vaster. Okay, we have to fight back. How do we fight back? Our influencers. I think you should also talk to them if you have a chance. To that community, they're very important. And secondly, we're going to have to use the tools of battle. The weapons change over time. You can't fight today with swords. That doesn't work very well, okay? And you can't fight with cavalry. That doesn't work very well. And you have these new things, like drones, things like that. I won't get into that. But we have to fight with the weapons.
Skip over that.
Apply to the battlefields in which we're engaged. And the most important ones are in social media. And the most important purchase that is going on right now is TikTok. TikTok, number one. And I hope it goes through because it can be consequential. And the other one, what's the other one that's most important? X. That's very good. And, so we have to talk to Elon. He's not an enemy. He's a friend. We should talk to him. Now, if we can get those two things, we get a lot, and I could go on other things, but that's not the point right now. We have to fight the fight, okay? To give direction to the Jewish people and give direction to our non-Jewish friends, or those who could be our Jewish our friends. Are we going to succeed with everyone? No. Will there be a strong counterpart? Yes.
I mean, what's like your thoughts on those? What's like your thoughts on what he said, basically?
It's not surprising because we've, especially like just in conversations, we've been saying this for years, like that they are using social media, and depending which social media you're targeting different audiences. Like TikTok is more like younger generation. I know that there's also older people who use TikTok, but majority of Gen Zs use TikTok. So that's been a thing even when we were talking about different sort of movements or cults and things like that, like the trans stuff. But yeah, it is interesting to hear him actually just come out with it wants to use it as a weapon. He wants to use influencers. He's paying influencers in Israel to like promote certain things on social medias. It's like, you know, it just confirms always like this like speculation that we've had for years, like several years. And so it's not surprising, but it is almost like, you know, he's telling everybody exactly what he wants to do. And I don't know, it just feels like no one even realizes or cares, but it's like, do you not understand what they're trying to do? And, you know, we brought up about how Grok is going to be used in the federal agencies in the government in the US. So if that's part of X, and if they want to start using that as like a weapon, well, if Grok is already going to be in the government and connected with X and connected with everybody's data, this is like digital ID in a different way. Like this will be tracing your every footstep online. And I don't think people are even connecting those dots, which is alarming because people need to. And so, yeah, I don't think this is a good thing, but I'm not surprised either. This was bound to happen. It's probably already been happening, but it was bound to just come out publicly like, yeah, we need to use that as a modern weapon. You know, swords don't work, cavalry doesn't work. So let's look at social media because everybody's using it.
Mm-hmm. Well, it makes sense.
Yeah.
And like you said, this stuff's been going on for fucking years. Even before social media, I mean, the media has always been controlled by the government to manipulate a story, to manipulate a narrative. The social media is the new media. I mean, we all know this.
Yeah.
Social media is where everyone is and where everybody goes for breaking news. So it makes sense that a government would use these things as tools, or in his own words, as a weapon as well. So it's very interesting. But he did actually say something quite interesting. If you rewind it, maybe to around three quarters in, and just play it again.
Social media. And the most important purchase that is going on right now is TikTok.
This also just a side point, but this reminds me of like when you're in school and the teacher's looking for an answer from the class.
Yeah.
He's like, what's the most important? Yeah, no, bots. No, not bots. TikTok.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Number one. And I hope it goes through because it can be consequential. And the other one, what's the other one? That's most important. X. That's very good. And, you know, so we have to talk to Elon. He's not an enemy. He's a friend. We should talk to him. Now, if we can get those two things, we get a lot. And I could go on other things, but that's not the point right now. We have to fight the fight, okay? To give direction to the Jewish people and give direction to our non-Jewish friends, or those who could be our Jewish friends. Are we going to succeed?
Give direction to our Jewish friends, our non-Jewish friends, and people who could be Jewish friends.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, that's interesting because that's effectively a foreign government saying that they want to influence another country.
Yeah.
That's effectively what he's just said.
100%. And wants to get more people on board.
So to me, it's a little bit I mean, it should be an alarm bell for people. Now, it could be any country doing this to America, to the UK, to this country, and I wouldn't like it. I don't like it when a foreign leader is trying to influence another country and manipulate young people into believing a certain thing, which is what he's trying to do. You know, and he's going to use big time influencers. You know, and he's already mentioned Elon Musk, of course. So to me, it's yeah, I mean, I think in general, people just have to be wary of social media and what they're being told. I mean, the Ukraine-Russia war is a prime example. The Israel-Gaza war is another prime example of propaganda, misinformation, fake news, fake clips, AI-manipulated clips, which we've all seen all over the place, and you don't really know what to believe. So, I think it's very interesting how he's actively coming out and saying that he wants to control the story by using influencers, by using X, Elon Musk, TikTok, and influencing another country's young population. That's effectively what he's saying here.
Well, yeah.
So it's interesting.
Why is he so excited if Trump, like if the US buys TikTok? Like, what does that have to do with Israel? Unless, like he's already just mentioned there, he wants to get more influencers to influence becoming Israel's friend. So I don't know. People need to keep an eye on this stuff and connect the dots between what's happening with AI, what's happening within the government, what's happening right under the radar, how much control is happening and manipulation is happening on social medias. There's a lot of information, and that's where it gets confusing and people tend to just get overwhelmed and want to just not look at it at all. But I do think that's the wrong mentality, because even though it does get overwhelming at times, you need to pay attention before all of a sudden you're living in a world you don't even recognize, because you've tried to tune it out for so long. But to me, this is like, it just confirms everything that probably most people think when you think about social media anyway, especially versus mainstream media, because, before social media, mainstream had control of the narrative. Now that we have social media and you can talk to people around the world, which is great in some ways, it also exposes a lot of the gaps within these narratives, and you can kind of see them more clearly. But then you're also overloaded with information and you don't know what to do with it.
Yeah. I mean, and this is another prime example of what he's just said today of why I stay out of all these kind of arguments, because, it's so toxic, the Israel-Gaza stuff, and it's so toxic, the Russia-Ukraine stuff. I just don't even get involved with it because number one, I don't know any of the history. And number two, I'm not from Israel, and I'm not from Ukraine, Russia, Gaza. I'm a British person living in this country.
Yeah.
That's it.
Soon to be Canadian.
That's it. And I focus on my family, and that's it. So I don't even get involved with this Israel, Gaza, Ukraine stuff. I don't even get involved with it. And I think to be fair, this should be a little kind of light bulb or little alarm bell should go off and think, yeah, maybe we shouldn't be getting involved so heavily if we're not really, if you don't have skin in the game. If there's no skin in the game, why are people being involved with this stuff? I don't really understand it.
I mean, you can think it's wrong, of course. I don't think anybody should be, like, all these innocent people should be dying on either side. I think that's
the point I'm trying to make. The point, the thing, what we all see with all of this is innocent people on both sides being blown to bits, and I fucking hate it.
Yeah,
I hate war, full stop. But like anyone who goes to war, I will not agree with it, because I just think it's so beneath us as people to be still killing each other. It doesn't make any sense to me why we're still doing this. So, I just stay out of it all. But I just think it's interesting how this will be ramping up now. The media, the propaganda from Benjamin Net, his own words. But it won't just be him. It'll be people from the other side as well. It'll be people from Ukraine, Russia, UK, America. Any country will be using.
Really.
This is the new battlefield, I guess, is social media, and the media wars are kind of fought in this way now, not with guns, like he correctly said.
Like you said,
it's an interesting point.
The new weapon is influencers and social media like TikTok and X. And that should concern people. And as we've said, like with the use of AI and the advancements there, like nothing will remain private. Anything that you are watching or doing online will be very much so pushing you in a certain direction as a weapon, and you'll be manipulated into all these different things that you wouldn't maybe normally search, but the algorithm will be pushing you into these things without even realizing it, because it'll be very subtle, and you'll see like one video pop up that might be interesting, and then another, and then all of a sudden that is your algorithm. And that's how it works with manipulation on social medias. And it is like a slow burner, because obviously if you're just inundated with something you don't even like, no topics that you're even following, you'll think that that's very strange and try to change your algorithm. But when it's subtle, you don't really realize it, because it's just one thing here or there, until you're slowly clicking on it more, and that becomes your algorithm over time.
So it's like that with YouTube. Whenever we watch something on YouTube, and then we'll finish the video and we'll just scroll through our feed on YouTube, it's every fucking clip is just what we've been watching, but with a different channel.
Yeah, there was like
crazy.
We watched one short. This was like probably a month ago, but it was one short of like this golden retriever that was so cute, and all of a sudden we refresh, and there's like 20 different dog videos. We're like, okay, we watched one.
Which is great, because I love dogs.
I mean, yeah,
I'd rather see
like,
dogs than war. That's 100%.
For sure.
100%.
But that's like how algorithm works. It's like you clicked one time on this really cute golden retriever, and then all of a sudden we're watching them eat pasta. Like, how did we get here? But that is the way it works. And like it, you know, and the more access it has to your phone, to your shopping habits, to like whatever you're searching on YouTube or Google or whatever, they're all feeding that data. And that's how they manipulate you. So, you know, people do need to watch for that, because in some ways that's already like a digital ID, but without being an ID, it just has all the other, you know, benefits to a digital ID, which people don't want. That's in some ways taking away their freedom of privacy, you know,
for sure.
And not what they signed up for.
For sure. But anyway, let's move on, because there is another tab I just wanted to read out. So this is the guy who Benjamin Netanyahu has hired to do this work. So let's make our screen bigger so we can see this. So Brad Parscale, I think that's how you pronounce it, Trump's former campaign manager, has registered as a foreign agent for Israel in a $6 million deal to develop and execute a nationwide campaign in the United States to combat anti-Semitism. Interesting. Very interesting. This is the guy.
Yeah. I don't know what this is.
That's basically the confirmation.
His registration.
Yeah, the confirmation that he's registered.
Yeah, that's the guy.
That's the guy, yeah. $6 million deal. I think it's a 5-month deal, because I think he's getting like, or maybe a 4-month deal, because it's like 1.5 million a month or something. Something like that. Because there's a little thing which, if you scroll down, there's another interesting thing about this guy, what came out today. So this is breaking from a few hours ago. Brad Parscale detained after his wife refused to have sex with him for 4 months. You can't make it up how like these people, like, they're complete fucking morons. Trump's former campaign manager, Brad Parscale, currently hired by Israel to the tune of $1.5 million a month, to recruit Gen Z influencers and combat anti-Semitism, was detained after getting a gun and threatening to hurt himself. Brad Parscale reportedly broke down in tears while in police custody last month, admitting to an officer that his wife was not being intimate with him.
That's a reason to do that?
That's a reason to kill yourself? I just couldn't accept she isn't having sex with me, Parscale sobbed to a female officer at a hospital after his September 27th meltdown. So only three days ago. At his Fort Lauderdale home. According to newly released police body cams recordings obtained by the Daily Mail. Let's play the body cam. I haven't seen this yet.
I'm not doing anything. Relax. What happened? So, she started saying all this shit. Get on the ground, man. Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Get on the ground, man.
Jesus.
Whoa.
Easy. Get on the ground. What did I say? I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. Put your hands behind back. Put your hands behind back. Hey, we'll figure it all out, all right? Don't worry about it. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. We're going to get you off the ground in just a second, okay? Okay? All right. Relax. On this side. Any weapons on you like that? Oh, wait, I didn't have any weapons. I didn't do anything. We're going to get you off the ground, boys. Bring your knees.
Okay.
You're okay. Ready? Help us out. We're going to pick you up, all right? One is your leg. Okay, yes, I'll get up. Okay, ready? 1, 2. Okay, good. I didn't do anything.
Yikes.
I love like the body cam stuff we see all the time now. There's some really good like clips I've seen.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's interesting because after that, Israel hired this guy.
After that, no, before this.
Was it before this?
I don't.
When did he? If you go on the form and zoom in, when did he register as a foreign agent? Does it have a date on there? 18th of September.
18th of September.
Okay, so it was after this.
God, so like a week later.
18th of September, yeah. So 9 days later, he's doing this. It'd be interesting to see if he still has that $6 million contract.
Yeah, I mean, who's gonna pay attention to him?
Brad may have fucked up.
Yeah,
for sure. But yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting. I mean, like, this is the people that we're trying to infiltrate, I guess, into social media as an influence. Like, this is the best you got. This is some guy who hadn't had sex for 4 months, so he wants to hurt himself.
Scroll down. Is there anything else about this guy? No, I've seen that clip. What's that? Israel wants to train.
Yeah. Israel is working to train ChatGPT to be more pro-Israel in a new $6 million contract. U.S. firm Clock Tower X, which is led by Parscale, will generate and deploy content. But how is he going to influence ChatGPT?
How can he influence ChatGPT unless he personally contacts Sam Altman?
Yeah.
Maybe that's what he's doing.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the plan.
For sure.
In a new $6 million contract, US firm Clock Tower X will generate and deploy content across platforms, help game algorithms, plus manage AI frameworks to make them more friendly to the cause.
Game algorithms.
This doesn't seem legal to me.
I know.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, how can this be legal? That you can openly say that you're going to manipulate algorithm. You know, you're going to manipulate algorithms, social media platforms to promote one story.
Yeah.
How is that even legal?
And how is that like, how is that America first? That sounds like Israel first to me. Like, no offense, but I mean, that doesn't sound very America first.
But again, everyone's quiet about this because, the story, all of this stuff gets completely ignored. I mean, we brought you the news the other day about AI will be running the government effectively, and it went completely under the fucking radar.
Yeah. It'll be used in every federal agency across America.
And like you said at the start of the show, it ties into all of this digital ID, the centralization of all our data, the removal of our rights and privacy. All of this stuff ties into what he's trying to do, this guy.
Yeah.
It ties into what Elon Musk is trying to do with the government. I mean, I saw all of those photos of Donald Trump and Elon Musk together at the Charlie Kirk Memorial, and everyone was saying, yay, the team's back together, yay. Do you not think this? Look, I can guarantee you this. Donald Trump and Elon Musk have probably been talking for months.
Yeah, they've never, I don't believe,
stopped talking.
I mean, we did say this on the show Saturday, but I don't believe that they even had a fallout, because implementing XAI into the federal agencies across America, that
would take months.
doesn't just happen.
That would take months.
Like they didn't see each other at the memorial and then like a day or two later we're like, you know what, yeah, why don't we do that? Okay, cool, let's set it up, and it's done.
Yeah, and
it takes weeks if not months of planning.
And I think Elon Musk the biggest weapons contractor for the United States government as well? He has loads of contracts with like the fucking stuff in space he's got. SpaceX, satellites, weapons, rockets he's used. Like Elon Musk isn't like
the amount of data he has on people already anyway.
I know, but it's like people need to wake up. Like all of the stuff we see in the media, all the stuff we see on X about so and so falling out and this person doesn't like this person, it's all theater. All of it is theater, and we're all being fed just a show. It's literally a show. And all of these people, Trump, Keir Starmer, Mark Carney, they're effectively actors. That's effectively what they are. They get rolled out on TV to, control the story, control the story for each country. That's effectively what they are. Like, it's not Trump who has all the power. It's not Mark Carney who has all the power here. It's not Keir Starmer who has all the power in the UK. It's who's funding these people. Where does all the cash come from? Where's the money coming from?
Follow the money.
Follow
guys.
the money. I mean, these people are just puppets at the end of the day. They really are. I mean, look like Trump has been a puppet for Israel effectively. It's like clear as day. It's clear as day. And for some reason, because people are so blinded by Donald Trump,
or if you question it, then you're anti everything. But it's like, well, no, but isn't it the job of the public to question your government and the decisions that they're making and be part of that conversation? It doesn't have to be so black and white. Like there's a lot of gray in the middle, and this is where there's room for conversations. And questioning things, maybe you're not as educated as somebody else in something, and you have a conversation and you could learn something. You could potentially, hold on to what you believe even further, or maybe you even change your mind. Like this is the point. And so questioning what things are happening in the government is not only normal, but it should be widely accepted. And you should always do that. Like the government is supposed to govern the people. So if the people don't like certain things, they should be talking about it. They should want to call for change or call for an explanation as to what this means for people. What does using Grok or XAI in the government mean? What are they going to use it for? What kind of data are they going to collect? Who's going to have access to that data? How secure will this data be? And will it be easy for hackers to breach that data? Will this data be shared with other federal governments in other countries? These are questions that are normal and you need answers for, because this is your digital footprints are part of who you are now, because we are in the digital age. We use smartphones. Pretty much everybody uses smartphones. So that should be very important to you, is to know what's being used and how. And then how are you going to be manipulated, like Netanyahu's already said, in social media and with influencers.
Everyone needs to get their phone out, shove it onto a big bonfire, and just go back to 1999. Yeah.
The good old landline days.
Go back to landlines and dial-up internet. Those were the good old days for me.
I know.
They really were.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, we'll leave it there. A bit of a shorter show tonight because we have something to do this evening. But thanks so much for joining us. We'll be back with a longer show tomorrow. So thanks so much for joining us in the chat, guys. I know there's a few of you here. But please watch the replay.
And make sure to like and share the show. If you did, leave your comments and thoughts. We love to read comments. So You know, what are your thoughts on what's happening? Have you already seen this coming with social media? Like, did you already suspect that this was going on and now they're just publicly saying it? Like, share your thoughts and opinions. If you don't agree with what we said, also share that. You know, we're not afraid of some criticism or some, like, you know, conversations back and forth. So, you know, put your thoughts out there. You know, they do matter. Give us a follow on X. For everybody watching on X, make sure you like the show. It does help us and we appreciate it. We'll be back tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern. So hopefully we'll see you there.
Yeah. Thanks so much, guys. See you tomorrow. Take it easy.
Take it easy.